Hello and welcome back to the 20th episode of Cozy Man's Sky. I am Wilhelm III, and we are picking up right where we left off, diving into a black hole. I'm a little bit nervous about doing this because I've never done it before, although it is a milestone in this expedition. Sometimes people glitch out their games on things like this, so let's see what happens. Okay, where are we? The Nasuda Waz system discovered by Hello Games. That means this was an intentional place. This wasn't random. And it says traveled 0 light years. So I literally just went from one side of it to the other. That's not a wormhole. Okay. I don't know if that was supposed to happen like that or if it glitched. Let me know if you ended up somewhere else, but that's cool. That means we can just pick up and keep moving. Let's unlock the milestone and see what our rewards are. A memory fragment that can kind of turn into a random upgrade, and a defense chit and terrifying samples. So terrifying samples we can sell, and the defense chit you can usually use to call in the sentinels to protect you. But considering the only thing to fight in this universe are the sentinels, I'm not sure how useful that actually is. We get some of the special parts for that phase as well, so we've got some cool new stuff to add on to Scarlet. So I'm just left floating in space. Obviously we can call in our ship anytime we want to, but that's pretty cool. Let's see where our next rendezvous is. Wait, we definitely triggered the rendezvous for phase 4. This is showing it's still active in our system. Yeah, phase 4 is complete. If I look at phase 5 and select the rendezvous, it is back in this system. Okay, let's go check out what's going on. That's awesome. They actually put basically both rendezvous points in the same system, but on either side of that black hole. Are we exiting this weird iteration that's empty? Are we gonna find aliens now? Unlocking this lore and figuring out this expedition has been so fun. Thank you, Hello Games. You guys have really outdone yourselves this time. I also really love that we're finding all of our rendezvous in these stormy, extreme environments. I just get that warm, cozy feeling when I look out a window and see all this chaos. Oh, this is a planet with floating islands. You can't really see them through all the storminess right now, but hopefully the storm will clear soon. This is one of my favorite types of planets. The storm is starting to clear, so we'll finally get a good view of these awesome islands. I hope they're the ones with vegetation and stuff on them. And we've almost got our way to the next rendezvous point here. Oh gosh, it went from a heated storm to freezing cold. I like the planets that are swinging from extreme to extreme. Now, what is the piece of lore that we're gonna get from our next abandoned building? Now we get our timestamp for just walking in the door, and these logs are kind of unconnected to the expedition at large, but I like them, so we're gonna see what it says.
The oceans here are blood. Nothing lives in them. They are alive themselves. Great protein life forms as large as continents, or perhaps there's only one of them. What does such a thing consume, I ask myself? The answer seems to be everything. I found evidence of past life here, but no signs of it. Does the native flora and fauna hibernate when it comes to eat them, then return and repopulate once it retreats? I can feel it moving inside my brain, whispering. It wants me to discard my suit and swim.
Wait. Maybe we can connect these threads. What if that's what happened to all the life that did exist in this universe at some point? The oceans came alive and ate everybody. Something like the movie Blob or something. We got some good resources for timestamp 5. But let's jump into Judy, check out our next objective. Look out, B-Boop. You're gonna get set on fire. Okay. I guess you're fire resistant. Our next objective is actually to scan 8 creatures on this planet. which makes me think there might be an anomalous flying pet or something, because we still got that one to find, and I haven't found anybody yet. What have we got here? I was expecting it to be on an anomalous planet, that we would find this anomalous flying pet, but maybe not. We might have to go down into some caves and stuff to find everything. Look out, buddy. I just need to get your scan. I'm not killing you guys yet. So apparently there's 9 species on this planet, and we need to find 8 of them. Who else is around? It looks like I may have found all of the animals in this area. So I'm gonna pop over and see if we can find an ocean or something to jump into to help find the last few that we need. It looks like there might be a tiny break in the clouds over there with some reflections coming off of the ocean. Nice, I guessed right. So you could see for just a second before the clouds loaded in that we've got some water down here somewhere. Uh-oh, where can I land? Okay, we'll land right around here. And yeah, looks like we're right on the edge of the water on this little cliff. We should be able to find at least 2 or 3 animals in the water. We might have to wait for some birds to come out. It's probably because of this constant storm that we don't have any birds. Let's go ahead and take a jump off of the cliff into these turbulent waters. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. Okay, markedly more peaceful once we get underneath here. It'll take a second for the fish to start spawning in. There we go. We got our first was weird looking alligator thing. Where's something else? There's gotta be some crabs or something down here. Ooh, we got some sort of, needle-nosed fish creature. What else have we got? We got rare ground, flying, and underwater. So we definitely have one more to find under here. And then we've got to find some place that a freaking flying creature can spawn in. Because this storm seems to keep them from actually spawning. Now there's one more fish we need to get just on the other side of this ridge. Come on, get your balls out of my face. Why is everything always putting their balls in my face? Maybe I asked for it. This is actually a really cool ocean. It's got these crazy looking like lily pad things, but I gotta get this last little elusive, what are you? Another little crocodile looking thing. But yeah, look at these awesome lily pads. This actually looks a lot like one of the environments in Subnautica Below Zero. If you know, you know. I love the lily pad area. I always build a base there. So cool. And you know what else? In the kelp forests in almost all of the Subnautica games, you have those creeper creatures, the alligator guys. And those guys look a lot like them as well. What else can I find down here? This just keeps getting deeper. Let me see, just for the heck of it, can we get deep enough on this planet? We need to get to 1001 U. I highly doubt it, but we gotta try. Okay. Crap. We still gotta find a deep water world. This freaking lily pad forest is still totally blowing my mind, though. So cool. And they're probably going to continue to add more and more artifacts and stuff like that and have it affect, you know, which kind of world it is the kind of stuff you find underwater and the creatures. Hello, games. You just keep adding more and more to this game, and I just keep falling more and more in love. There are 3 more animals on this planet, but we only need to find 2. If we're lucky, now that the storm is cleared, we might find some birds. These floating islands, though, I really want to build a base on one eventually. There's one bird, an exotic, eats grass. Come on, one more bird. Where are you? Where are you? Is it these little birds? Hold on, where's your red dot? Show me your red dot if I can freaking scan you. That's what I thought. I was just a little bit too close. You got to find the center of mass. So that creature is basically always a little mini swarm. But unfortunately, none of these are the exotic pet that we were looking for. Crap. Where am I going to find one? At least they didn't make this one too punishing. We got some cool decals, and we didn't even have to go find the one creature, which is probably in a cave somewhere on the other side of the planet. Thank you, Hello Games. But I gotta say, this little trick of 1,001 feet when the planet that I was on at the time was like 900 U deep is a bit of a pain in the butt. But these floating islands actually have the trees and the little, you know, vines attaching the little mini island there. I definitely got to land on this one and see if we can get a good screen grab. But I want to be standing on the island that's hanging off the side. So I got to find a good place to jump off from. Okay, it's just kind of behind our ship. I think I should be able to make that. Sweet. All right, let's see if I can get a nice pose. Obviously, we're going to do the double thumbs up. All right. I don't know. Are you still going to be able to see my guy if I pull back far enough so we get to see the whole island? And I want to have the vines in it. Perfect. Amazing. Too bad we got to leave this planet. We don't have time to build a whole base up here, but maybe when we get back to the main save, we'll find a floating island planet at some point and build ourselves a cool base. Maybe set up a new settlement. Something like that. Now, for anyone who's familiar with how I normally end expeditions, this one isn't any different than any of the other ones. We've reached the final rendezvous, but we still have a couple of random milestones which I left sitting along the way. So now, my punishment is I'm gonna have to jump from system to system looking for another water world for us to get this next milestone at. For those of you who are betting people, place your bets now. How many times will I have to jump before we can find one? The Grozai system, discovered by Zard. Pretty cool name. Unfortunately, there are no water worlds detected in our current system. I'm going to speed this up for you guys, but we'll keep count. And we are at Azova Tax System, discovered by Lower Obesity 55. Good screen name, buddy. Still no water worlds. Dang it. And system number 3, discovered by Johnny Skedge. Naroba system. A planet of light sounds interesting, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for deep marine worlds. Let's get out of here. So we're pretty much guaranteed when we choose a water system that they're gonna have worlds with oceans, but it doesn't mean that they actually have a deep marine world. Come on, baby. 4th time's the charm. The Inform 5 system, discovered by Emerald Arcane. Come on, little message in the bottom right-hand corner. No water worlds. Crap. And we've arrived in the Ensonorok system, discovered by Silvery28. Silvery. I'm not sure exactly how to say that. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Let's go to the next one. Surely number 5 is gonna be the one. The Hard-On system, discovered by McBain. Also a cool name. I'm liking the screen names we're getting so far. That's the most fun part of this. No water worlds. Let's move on. Now, there's plenty of places you can look up, like what system has a deep enough water world, but this is how I like to do expeditions. Just kind of randomly going around. Sincha was the one who discovered this, and no water worlds either. Okay. I'm starting to be a little bit disheartened, but we soldier on. 7 jumps means I've already had to recharge my warp drive more than once. And this one's discovered by 091420. No water worlds. And we're in system number 8, the Vilmaniana system, discovered by Crow Too Weird. I keep doing this because I really like the screen names. No water worlds. Okay, I like the screen names, game, but it'd be nice if you could just give me a freaking water world for once. System number 9, discovered by Logic Boss 777. The Dunerusup system? Okay. No water worlds. Crap! I am not going to give up. I am going to persevere. I was able to catch a ride on a Corvette not too long ago, and that took me hours and hours. But this is really starting to get to me, guys. What is this, Warp 11? Warp 50? I don't even know anymore. McBain follows me everywhere. This guy discovered loads of systems in this area. Apparently was looking for water worlds too, probably. This is probably the thing that tripped a lot of people up, that sort of forces you into exploring a lot of different systems and stuff. Good on you, Hello Games, but man, this is why we end up marking systems and telling people this is where the deep water world is, but I'm not looking at any guides. I'm doing this the manual way for some reason. I think this is jump number 15 or so. This one is discovered by Black Demon 0054 with a funny looking dreidel space station in it and no water worlds. So I'm creeping in on 20. The Omotashi system. I'm the first person to get into this system. And no water worlds. We've made it into another virgin system. 5 planets. And come on. Is it got a marine planet? No. No marine planets. Why? Because there's no marine planets anymore. Hello Games removed them from the game just to screw with all of us. That's why they gave us a stupid 1,001 unit target and they gave us a planet with 900 units. All right, guys, I am not giving up, but we are changing strategy. I haven't looked at any guides. I haven't taken any advice, but we are going to start jumping through the rendezvous systems because generally something like this is at least going to be close by one of the rendezvous, if not on the rendezvous planet itself. We'll try Rendezvous 2. It should show up in our lower bottom right-hand corner there. And let me know if we have a planet with an ocean in it. Come on, other messages, get out of the way. Oh, yes! Reach extreme ocean depths. Land on planet Utawai 5 or 4. That's how Roman numerals work. We're definitely switching back over to Scarlet Jo Jody, because this is too monumental to take anything else, and I don't think that the aqua jets are even installed on our other ship yet. Where are you, Blue Marble? There you are. I don't know if this is the same planet we were on before that I tried twice to get down to 1001 U on. If it is, tell me in the comments, because I'm too afraid to look it up right now for what it would do to my mental well-being. I mean, the milestone marked it, so it has to work, right? I'm getting freaked out that I was on this planet before, and it definitely wasn't 1001 U deep. We had to dig down, and it still couldn't get low enough. It'll show us over on the left-hand side what is the depth to the floor. There it shows up, 690 U. So well short of the goal that we need, which makes me feel very uncertain about all of this. Let's just try moving away from some of these sort of islands that are sticking up. If we can find an area sort of in between those other, you know, obstacles, maybe the deep, deep ocean is just a little further out, right? Maybe it's just a little further out. So my theory is that that bedrock that we can't get past, it sort of gets stretched and warped by the mountains. So in between the mountains should be the deepest area. Let's see what it says. 800. It's actually not even as deep as it was at the last place. Son of a... Okay, now that we've got the Nautilin fully upgraded, maybe it'll be easier to find what we need. Now let's test out our scanner and see what it reveals. Maybe it'll say deep sea trench this way. Nothing. Oh, well, hold on. Okay, it kind of directs us in the deepest direction because it shows us the stuff on the ground. Sounds like there's some pretty big sea creatures in this ocean with us. We still have a depth of 600 U. Okay. So the depth on the left, is that additional to beneath where we are, or it's just showing how far down we are? Yeah. I was thinking, it's like, oh, it's getting deeper and deeper underneath us. So hold on, we are almost there. Okay. We did find a place that seems deep enough, unless there's bedrock like, okay, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh gosh, every expedition has to have one of these milestones that's just really a thorn in my side. That honestly, I probably made this one much harder on myself. Okay, let's get back into our Nautilin, pop open this reward, and see what we got. Supreme scanning system upgrade, inventory slots, movement system upgrade. Solid stuff. Would have been really helpful if we would have completed this the first time we were on this planet. I'm pretty sure I was on this planet already. And now we finally finished phase 2 of the expedition, where we've already done the 5th rendezvous point, which is so typical for me. Oh no. Our next objective is an anomalous floating companion. I've been looking for that the whole game. I have no idea where to go. Okay. We'll just call in Scarlet. We'll go back up to the space station, and then we'll try some other rendezvous and see if we get... Wait a second. Why can't I summon any of my starships? I mean, I knew some of them don't have the aqua jets or whatever, but I know that Scarlet has the aqua jets on her. Oh no. Oh no, it's 6 minutes away. Well, one more ride in our Nautilin. We might as well give her a name. Why don't we call her Rose? So we have Rose and Scarlet because they're both sort of red themed. We'll just scooch over here. I'll speed it up for you guys. We'll do a little bit of a dramatic jump out of the water right before we get back to Scarlet. Now, for some reason, I couldn't summon her to where we were, but I should be able to fly up into her back door since I left it open. I think that's what the glitch is. If you land on water and you leave your back door open, you can't summon your ship. Man, this water world just won't let me go. Now my fuel needs to be up. Oh my gosh. Okay. The torture of the marine world is over. Okay, so we're going to be a little bit smarter about it this time. Let's look at our actual objective. It is in phase 3, which leads me to believe we can probably go to phase 3 check-in and maybe find a planet that has the right anomalous floating pet on it. For sure, that's it, right? We're at the phase 3 space station. Now we just need to see where is the closest anomalous system, the purple systems. Because we're not in a purple system now, I don't think. No, we're in a yellow system. But what is the closest purple system? One of these right over here? That one's slightly out of jump range. This one's in jump range, so let's see if we're lucky. Thank you to whoever named their base on this planet Pets. I'm hoping that this is a signal that this is the right planet. And I just noticed this planet was discovered by Dev Ed. So maybe it's one of the devs from the game and they put in the special thing that we need? Huh? And no planetary fauna. Whoever named their freaking base Pets on this planet, screw you! Dissonance radiation shard, Atlanta whatever. All right, well, we gotta at least go check that out, right? Our little expedition message in the bottom right there does say that there's signs on a world nearby. Maybe it'll tell us when we land if it's actually this planet or not. Here's hoping that on this fiery world, we have some sort of floating anomalous companion. I don't even know what they necessarily mean by that. I have my little spinning pillar friend, but oh, hey, we've got some birds. And we've got some little spindly flying things. Hold on, let's make sure that we've got enough space to actually adopt this guy. I need to unlock a new slot. 1,000 nanites, no problem. Easiest choice of my life. Let's see if we can get one of these little MFers. Come here. I need to adopt you. I need to adopt you. I have some tasty creature pellets. Just come down here. Every creature on every planet in the universe loves them. So the superheated storm will actually make your jetpack work better. Oh no. Where did they all go? Don't go away. I need to adopt one of you. Come and be my child. Be my strange flying child. Oh my God, that was so close. That was so close. Oh no. Oh my God. Why didn't it give me the thing, the prompt? I have pellets, right? Yeah, I've got pellets. Come on. Okay. We might have to change strategy again. Let's just get to the top of this big old mushroom thing. If I can stand on top of it, yeah. And then, okay, at least the storm is clearing. And hopefully one of the, come on, just come a little closer. There it is. I can't quite get it fast enough. They wander off before I can quite throw my pellet out. Come here, guys. Come on. Please. Let me try. Oh gosh, my jetpack runs out way faster now that the storm is out. Come on. Okay, this guy's pretty low. We can definitely catch him. Come on, he's just right above the crystal. Come on, come on. I've just been holding the button down. I don't even know when I got this guy, but that little plus mark above him means that I must have thrown one close enough to him. Oh God, let's adopt him as fast as we can. Nice. A go. I love your name. And now we finally have the elusive adopt an anomalous floater completed, as well as all of phase 3 now checked off. I think that only leaves a couple more. Let's go ahead and tick this one off. Obviously, we're supposed to find some weird udder creature somewhere. Man, these upgrades would have been helpful. Bunch of nice supreme upgrades. The signal booster. We would have been able to use that for the freighter that I found. And we get a bunch of new stuff to add on to our Corvette. So we're definitely going to have to do that in a big old upgrade before we're leaving here. See what all this cool Atlas-themed new Corvette modules look like. But before we can leave this planet, a go-go, come here. Give me a little lift. Riding on these guys, I actually found one of these on another expedition. That's why I knew it was an anomalous flying pet that should trigger this milestone. And the way your character just sort of flips around uncontrollably. This must be the craziest thing in first person. But I'm not going to try that. Oh my gosh. I love you, a go-go. Look at this base sticking up in the air. That's pretty cool. Let's just jump in the starboard runner here and see what it looks like. You can't see a weird stilt house like this. There's no landing pad. I kind of thought that there was going to be a landing pad. What is this? Just an interesting challenge. I think it's like some sort of scaling challenge. Is there a ladder that you climb up? Let's check it out. Okay, there is no ladder. It is just a steep surface that you can kind of boost up along. Okay, they did give us little ledges along the way. Oh, I got caught on the light. Let me see. A little bit of distance. Okay. We're almost at. We're almost at the top. Maybe there's some sort of trophy or reward when we get up here. I parked Judy over there on the side so we can get out of here once we check it out, but I haven't been in here yet. There's a bunch of research stations. All right. And a save point, couple of posters. Thanks a lot. Valiant Malianor? Is that the name of the... Volant Malianor? I don't know what that means. Hopefully I'm not saying something bad. All right, cool. So we have the opportunity to buy a bunch of upgrades in these machines. They're going to cost a load of nanites. And one of the things I want to do is actually bring a bunch of nanites back with us so we can upgrade all of our ships and staves and things like that when we get back. So I'm not going to be buying a bunch of stuff in here, but you can see it's like just about every technology tree in the game. And the stuff is pretty cheap, you know? Actually, that's worth it. 50 nanites to have a better rocket launcher. Is there anything else in here that I want to buy? FOMO's kicking in. There's some good stuff. What else can we buy? What for the multi-tool, is there anything good? We didn't already have the fishing rod. The cloaking device is actually super helpful. So I'll grab one of those. And then I'm going to get out of here before I spend all of my nanites. That actually feels like a fulfilling reward for doing the climb challenge. Thanks, buddy, for making this base. Now the final jump to Judy, or I mean Scarlet. Sorry, Scarlet. I am going to get used to that. All right, Scarlet, let's go ahead and put in these new starship trails that we just unlocked and see how those look. Nice. We got ourselves some red laser beams coming out of your rear end. And holding to the traditions of expeditions on Cozy Man Sky, we are back again on the marine planet, which I could have done so many objectives on all at the same time. But this time, we're here for fishing. Now, I don't think they made this one too difficult. We only need to get like 5 fish, and I don't think it matters which ones we get. Let's just make sure we have our objectives selected. Fishing blueprint not known yet. Complete the grave robber milestone to proceed. What the frick? So it's not counting when I catch stuff with the lost angler rig, which I already had in my staff. It's only counting if it's with the fishing rod that you unlock. Come here, fish. A bleached octopus. It says it's common, but only appears during the daylight hours. Maybe it's not a fish. We'll know for sure if it actually counts when I see the message on the right. Does it actually count? Maybe it's because that one wasn't a fish. I'm already here. We might as well catch 1 or 2. Come on, fishies. Little holographic fishies. Come on. Grab my bait. I don't have any bait on my hook either. Man, I'm really off to a flying start here. Come on. What are you? Be a fish. Man, you're a big one. Whatever you are, you're freaking fighting me hard. Of course, it's a colossal squid. 17, almost 18 kilograms. So you're just not going to give me any fish. And this does not unlock any. Yeah, 0 of 5. Son of a frick. All right, so let's go and look at our expedition. It says the grave robber one. So we have to do the skeletons first. All right, let's see if there's anything else we can get done in this system at least. No relic worlds in this system for polished stone. All right, we'll see if we can get both of these knocked out in the same place. Maybe we can find a place with ancient bones and polished stone. Why not? We could get lucky, right? So this is jump number 5 into Purple Star Systems. We are looking for a world that has both polished stones and ancient bones. Hey, look at that. We got ancient bones on the one in front of us. Before we go and check that one out, though, I want to see what's on this moon over here, because it says abandoned, which means it probably has the polished stone that we need. And the way these milestones are linked together, I think we might just have to try to do them in as close to the right order as possible. And I think the polished stone one is required before we can do the ancient bones one. Holy crap, this planet's got a lot going on. We got dissonance, you know that from the purple crystals. We got those weird star-looking things, those calcified star objects. Let me scan one of these rocks. It doesn't look like the right kind of thing. Yeah, it's saying that it's not this planet. What the crap? That's just an inverted mirror. I don't think it's worth fighting the Sentinels over. What the heck is on this planet that I'm supposed to find? Oh, hey, it's the udder guys. Now, we've already got our flying anomalous pet, but this is the one that was on the actual picture, and they're spitting stuff everywhere. What is their whole deal? Let me read their journal entry. Encountered on planet Yalshapin, where they survived despite the near constant drought, they appeared to be peaceful creatures, happily socializing both within their species and without. Their diet is largely conventional, consisting of large local flora, but the scent of nip-nip drives them into a frenzy, and they gorge upon its buds. These guys are just like me. It's probably a waste of 5,000 nanites that I could be taking back with us, but I've got to have one, right? We need to see what in the heck these guys are like. It says they're social, so they should be good pets. Okay, let's be smart about this. I'm not going to just chase you guys around for an hour like I did my other pet that actually unlocked this milestone for us. Let's get on the back of Yabina, and see if I can jump from the back of my beetle onto the back of one of these guys. And what are they spitting everywhere? Every time that's those udders, they just like, he just sprayed me. Guy, let me give you a pellet. Come on. Maybe if I get on the top of Scarlet's observation bay here, I'm sort of higher up in the air, and one of them will come over this way. Guys, come on. Don't you want a pellet? Every creature on every planet in the galaxy loves my pellets. Can I jump on top? It won't let me go far enough. What am I missing, guys? Put it in the chat. I'm probably doing something totally wrong here. There's got to be an easier way to catch flying creatures. Let me just look through all of the sub-menu stuff. Oh, wait. We got creature pellets. Oh, I just tossed one on the ground. Son of a frick. You mean I could have been tossing these things on the ground and they just come down and pick them up? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm so happy I figured that out. I don't even mind that they're all creaming me everywhere. You guys are giving me a literal bath. It says they're highly social with everybody. Well, I don't know if I like this or if I love this. Okay, let's gently milk you. Warm proto milk. That's what they're splashing me with, is their warm proto milk. That's what the developers call it in the game anyway. They have to call it warm proto milk. We all know what it is. All right, let's give our boy a ride. In fact, we're not even on the one that I adopted. Our pet is down there. We're just on a random one. Come on. Oh, he's mad. Let's get on his back. I don't want to make our pet upset. He got jealous because we were riding on one of his friends. Come here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me get the one that I want. We'll pet you a little bit. Let you spray me in the face. Beautiful. And they kind of swarm. That is hilarious. It does say they're really social, so they like to stay together. And I fed most of these guys, so they're going to chase me around. This is the best. Is this the best pet they've ever put in the game? Leave your votes in the comments. I think it is. I mean, I like our other pets, but that is cool. Now we need to find some polished stone in one of these other worlds. We'll take a quick look out the window at our swarm of guys. They've all followed me back up here to Scarlet, and they are bathing Scarlet in their golden glory. Oh my gosh. I mean, they're warm proto milk. That's what it is. It's nothing gross. Get your minds out of the gutter. These guys are just showing me their appreciation by gunking me all over the face. Let's get a picture. Oh my gosh. Midstream for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dudes just having a good time. Well, 9 dudes if you count me. Okay, guys. I think that's quite enough. Scarlet's had enough now. We need to, it's actually dripping through the fans. Like the exhaust fans. Let me go up here and see if we can actually get a view from the balcony. I know I'm spending too much time on this, but I can't help it. Let me get out of here. Hey guys, y'all can splash it on Scarlet's chest here, on her chest piece. Oh, God. It's too much. It's just too much, but I can't help it. Oh my God. Oh God, he got inside of Judy. I mean, in Scarlet. They're all inside of you, Scarlet. Let's get out of here. Okay, this one should be the one we want. Decaying Ruin and Jackpot. You can see those big Roman pillar things. That means you definitely have the right place. And we're on Rinbufo Minor. Discovered by Dragonfly Noise 65. Let's see. We've got some pretty cool stuff on this planet. Look at these giant sky worms, sky gators. That would be an awesome flying pet. Oh, and this planet has the Udder Boys on them too. They're literally like everywhere around here. My gosh. And I spent forever looking for them. Now there's a communication tower down there, so I'm gonna see if I can recreate the glitch that we had before. Oh no. Okay, I'm just barely descending. I don't know what I did as I jumped out there. What I was trying to do is make it to the top of the tower and recreate the glitch where you're sort of in that skydiving position like this, but you're sort of laying on your stomach on the ground there. And now, I'm just sort of hovering. Hey guys, down there, you weird kind of glowy neon guys. Can y'all give me a hand? Someone help me out. Well, I can get some scans while I slowly descend. We'll probably grab a couple of memory stones while we're here. But hopefully it's not gonna take too long to get 250 polished stone once I make it to the ground. I may scan everything on this planet before, oh gosh, okay. Finally met the gravitational well of this planet, which starts 3 feet off the ground, apparently. I remembered that I have a little bit of polished stone in our storage tanks, so I grabbed that. And this planet is just completely covered in anomalous animals. That is so cool. It's like a whole ecosystem of anomalous creatures. I haven't seen one normal animal on this planet, I don't think. Maybe like a bird or something. Whoops, I can't shoot these. So we only need to pick up a tiny bit more stone and we'll have what we need. There we go. I literally had like 15 or 20 less than I needed. I make my life harder than it needs to be sometimes, guys. Are y'all relating with that? Let's pop this open and see what we got. A fossil display pack. Perfect. Now we can use all the bones that I've been carrying around in one of our storage containers for forever. Okay, we got plenty of stuff here. We need a head. We'll give him a little monkey head and a spirally tail, some weird little legs, some creepy front arms, and we need some sort of chest piece. This plated one looks pretty good. I think it might be kind of big for him, but let's see if it works. We'll make our little mascot in one of our little observation deck areas here. So he's got a nice little view out the window, and maybe we'll be able to see him when we're flying around. So that's the warrior skull. We got the plated rib cage, grapply little front arms. We want to have these spindly little legs. And we'll put on the curly Q tail. Nice. Okay, cool, okay. So we gotta get rid of that platform and replace it. I forgot that you have to do that with these. But we've unlocked Grave Robber. I can't believe I've been carrying around those bones forever. Since like the second planet we landed on. I went around and picked all those up and didn't even need them until now. And there he is. Our crazy little monkey guy. He's kind of brushing his head against the ceiling. I'll spin our little mascot around here so he can be looking out the back window. And maybe we'll be able to see him while we're flying around. There you go. You got a nice view, buddy. And with this milestone, we get our fishing bait recipes and the rod. So I couldn't use the one that I already had in my Atlas scepter. But now we can finally go back to another marine planet and do that again. We only need to catch 5 fish, though, so it's not too bad. On our way, we might as well tick off the last piece of lore. I can't wait to see how they bring this story to a close. So our crew actually witnessed the people jumping out of freighters and things. Like the freighter we found had the message from the crew saying they were jumping out. They were hearing some voice in their head. The abandoned shelters that we've been finding, we're talking about a guy who was on a fungal world and then he was in a never-ending trip, he thought, because he was hearing voices. The captain for the ship disappeared. We got the message saying that they, didn't take any gear. So the captain probably just jumped out of a freaking airlock. And now this one will tell us what happened to the crew and why is their ship shattered across the universe.
Law corrupt, recovering damaged sectors.
They all followed. The music, one by one. The lights called them alone now. I hear the song too, even when I sleep. I'm so lonely. When will help?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so final summary. These are all different ships. They're just like us, the travelers of different iterations falling into the same sort of trap over and over again, where if you end up in this universe, everybody but one person on the ship hears a voice and music and ends up jumping out an airlock. Now, lucky for us, we're all alone. So we are the last man standing, just like the pilot in that, or the crew member in that Corvette, and then the captain of the ship, the freighter that we were on. Wow. Absolutely sick drama in this one, guys. All right, so I found ourselves a nice little pond to fish in. And the 2 fish that I caught earlier that didn't count towards this milestone, they're still in my inventory. So we only need to catch 3 fish, which is nice as well. I'm glad that that didn't go to waste. We can just relax here. Got a nice view of Scarlet up there on the hill. And I just need 3 fish. Come on. What are you gonna be? A clam? A wet scale clam? It does count. So apparently it's really catch anything. Maybe if you caught like a boot or one of those other sort of junk items, it wouldn't count. It would be interesting to find out. Maybe we'll, of course, with my luck, we're probably going to get 4 boots in a row. All right, a venomous trigger fin. Sounds delicious. I'm not even using any bait because it doesn't matter how rare the catch is. When they make it you have to get an uncommon fish or something. Look at our little dudes flying around up there, our milky boys. They are so cool. I like that they made that the image on the milestone and then they put them on loads of planets. Of course, none of the planets that I was on early on. Okay, come on. Is this our last one? Spiny starfish. Nice. I like how easy that one was. Thank you again, Hello Games. Let's get ourselves a little snapshot. We finally did it, boys. We caught 5 fish. Oh, I'm so happy I got that done. Amazing. And we get all of our pulse splitter upgrades and pre-packaged units and everything. So had I completed this in the right order, we would have had a pulse splitter to help us with our other objectives. And well, of course, we have another fishing objective that unlocked. We now need to fight the siren or whatever. So I'm using Geknik to try to get us a special fish. We need to catch a jellyfish, the spawn of Arcadia there. Let's see how lucky we get with Geknip. Nope, we got a needlefish. If I was a jellyfish, what would I want? Well, bone nuggets is always the answer to that question. Let's see what we catch with a bone nugget. Come on, bite my bone nugget. It's hard to remain sort of stressed when this is so relaxing. Oh, give it a little nibble. Come on, you don't look like a jellyfish, but all of you guys look the same. Come on. How does a shrieking oyster swim up here and grab this thing if that's what it was? Yes! It's a glassy jellyfish. Lights pulsate beneath its skin. Its thin tentacles pluck at the air, their vibration manipulating the space around its body. It writhes. A faint music drifts from it that writhes its way into your ears. A faint music drifts from it that seems to never end. A faint music drifts from it that seems to never end. Okay, we're gonna use it. All we have to do is release it in the water. I've never done this before, so we're gonna see what happens. I guess I'm gonna need those pulse splitter upgrades that the last thing gave me. They're not useless after all. So I know you can release pretty much any of the fish and you'll get like some nanites or whatever. But we need the special one that we caught. Where did it go? Oh, that was my starship inventory. We need to look in my pocket. There you are, spawn of Arcadia. We'll go ahead and let the needlefish go as well. See, look, we're nice. We're gonna let you go. There's no reason for us to fight. Oh, no. Okay, so this is gonna spawn in some sort of enemies. Oh, nice. Those floating enemies, they were little squiddy guys. They were part of another expedition we did a while back. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, geez. They hit hard. Okay. This is no joke. Get out of my way, fungal stuff. Or maybe I'll use you as cover. These guys come in all kamikaze style. Look at this. Stay back. They do AoE damage, so if you blow them up too close to you, you're hurting yourself. And it looks like some of the damage got straight through my shield, so these guys could kill you fast. Look out. Help me out, Beat Boop. Why do you only fight the Sentinels? Okay, and so now we're in phase 2, homing missiles. Don't you dare hit Scarlet, you stupid deep water guardian. Okay, some of your minions are sneaking up on me. I gotta keep an eye on those purple dots. Okay, we're almost to halfway. Oh no, I shot Scarlet. You made me shoot Scarlet. I'll never forgive you. Okay, they don't hurt each other, which is unfortunate. Be nice if you could like shoot them in a group and they all pop. Come on. Keep your feet dry. Let's go. Couple more. I hear you coming for me. So they don't blow up unless they hit me. If they hit the ground, they don't blow up. See, that's why I do all this stupid stuff, guys, so you don't have to. And the reason why I post all the footage after the expedition's actually over is because I suck at editing. Or I'm really slow at it. I'll be finishing up this fight and expedition and jumping straight into the next ones because they're starting in like a couple of days from when I'm filming this, but probably a few days after I'm done editing. Look at this shot. You gotta get one, right? Maybe we can get one that actually has the little squid guys in it too. Okay, I caught him in mid-strike. Might die as soon as I take this photograph, but it'll be worth it. Okay, I gotta run. All right, I've almost got your mother down. But if 2 or 3 of these guys hit me at the same time, I would just die. And then we might have to do the whole stupid fight again. Let's just pepper these guys. Look out, Beat Boop. These guys are close enough to Sentinels. Why can't you shoot them? All right, there we go. Electrical discharge detected. That's no good. Fudge, that was close. I feel like if all those hit you, you're down. And boom. You got nothing on me, Jellyfish. You were a lot smaller when I caught you. Thank goodness. We're closing in on the end, brothers. We're closing in on the end. Finally, phase 5 is done. Oh gosh, we can wrap this up and I can start playing the new expeditions. We got loads of cool stuff to add on to Judy or to Scarlet in here. I'm gonna try to bring Scarlet back with us. I don't know how that works with Corvettes, so it's an experiment. Again, I do all this stupid stuff. You don't have to. Let's go ahead and pop all of these. Just bang, 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 bang. Loads of customizations, decals, new titles, some fireworks. Sounds good. Another epic journey coming to a close. 6 systems mapped. I feel like I probably mapped more than that. I guess it doesn't count just warping into them. You have to actually like land somewhere. But awesome. Let's get out of here. Back on the anomaly. We're gonna go ahead and close this off and read through the credits. So we're getting units and nanites for all the different stuff we did. Hopefully, we're gonna get a nice pile of nanites at the end of all of this. Only 6 words learned. I wasn't too focused on that. 5 companions adopted. 1,000 nanites for that one's pretty good. The 4 starships bought got us a few thousand nanites. We actually harvested nanites for 4,577. That's cool. And then we're getting all of our phase completion rewards. I really want to play around with those new parts, but I'm going to do it when we get back into the main game. I don't want to spend a lot of time modifying Scarlet if this doesn't work. Okay, we've reloaded back into the main save, and we should be able to pick up all the cargo I left, but all I care about is copying Judy. Create copy Judy. All right, it's going to cost us 2,800 nanites. Let's go. I just want to unlock all of our new posters and cosmetic items and everything so we can really jazz up our build for both Scarlet and Judy. Okay, where are you, baby? I don't see you. I can see the icon down there, but I can't see my ship. Is it invisible? No. Please tell me there's not a glitch. Okay, where are the little pads? The little warpy pads. I forgot where they are. Hold on. Please, please, please don't be glitched. Where are you, girl? Where are you? Let me see if I can summon in something else. Okay, but all the summons seem to be broken right now. Yeah, I can't even summon in Big Booty Judy. So maybe it's just an issue with me needing to reload. One sec. Okay, we're in a new station. We've reloaded, and Scarlet is just a ghost. She's just a ghost ship now. We have a pirate ghost ship. Let me see. Yeah, if I try to modify her, there's just nothing there. I guess I can, like, rebuild her, but... Oh, man. How disappointing. Well, now you know. You can't bring your Corvette back from that expedition anyway. Well, actually confirm in the comments if any of you guys were able to bring a Corvette back from an expedition before, because I've never tried it and it certainly didn't work this time. And that is about where we're gonna have to leave it for now. I'm gonna wrap this one up. We're gonna be joining the next episode with the start of the new expedition and hopefully some upgrades on Judy, because I gotta figure out how all these new parts work. And I sort of ran out of time today for doing that. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you have, please leave a like, maybe a subscribe if you haven't already. But no matter what you do, I'm having so much fun. I'm gonna do this anyway. And I'll see you on the next episode of Cozy Man Scott.